Since last year, I've been in 24-hour lockdown, no yard time, pacing a 3-meter cell with 0 electronics or outside contact. Absolute clarity of mind, real thoughts, real plans. Vivid pain. 1 hour home, and I can't stand my phone. Is this really going to be the whole video? I think it's smart for him to grow his beard out, by the way. You know, because everybody was making fun of his chin. And, like, if you grow your beard out, nobody gets to know what your chin looks like. Problem solved. I'm not a big fan of keeping people in jail for an indefinite period of time, especially whenever it's been months at this point, without a trial. I think that's ridiculous. I understand that they're flight risks and they think that they can run away or something like that. I get that, but at the same time, I think that this is just a bad situation. And I just hope that, you know, after all this, the Romanian government will have an actual case against them. Like, I don't want to see Andrew Tate go to jail. I don't want to see him not go to jail either. It's like, if he's guilty, he should go to jail. If he's not guilty, he shouldn't go to jail. I don't give a fuck. Human trafficking, slavery is the highest crime. Yeah, it is really bad. But we need to make sure that we stay objective whenever we look at things like this, and you don't just automatically take what you're told. You don't just be like, hey, you know, well, they said this is what's going to happen, so it, like, I think there's a lot of people that want him to be guilty. I don't want him to be guilty. I just want him to get a fair trial. Do you mean like the proof in the text of him saying that he raped someone? Yeah, I think that's really bad. And then, but there's also proof of these girls that said that he was holding them against their will, saying that they were going to fabricate a story too. I read about that. It's very complex. There's a lot of people involved with this. And if I had to guess, I think that he's guilty. I think that more than not, he is guilty. Now, I'm not 100%, but that's kind of the side that I'm falling off on. You know, I wouldn't put anybody in jail over my opinion, though. So keep that in mind. And I'm not saying that he's guilty of human trafficking, but I think that he's guilty of something. I just don't know what it is yet. It seems like it's probably money laundering, because he literally admitted to money laundering. It's like you have a lifestyle where there are so many variables that it's like he could be guilty of 5 bad crimes. Let's say it's only one of them. Bro, your bias is showing? No, I think that what you're used to is other people with the opposite bias, and now you're getting somebody who's objective. And it's upsetting for you. Yes, I understand this is upsetting. This is an upsetting time for you. You're going to get through it. Yeah, it's going to be all right. Obviously, there it is. Remains from Romanian prison. Looks like content's back on the menu, boys. That's what I said. And 3 months successfully appealing his detention. Yeah. Order from the appeals. Proposal to extend the duration of preventative arrest measure. Replaced. Okay, so now he's back into... And again, he's not free. He's just on house arrest. Keep that in mind. He's just on house arrest. And I also saw something pretty interesting coincidence here. Luckily, we have Aiden Ross able to see it. Welcome home, brothers. Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate. It must be a coincidence that you guys get out on the release date of The Matrix. Bro, they're doing it right in front of us. Right in front of us. And they think we can't see it. Stay woke, brothers. It's Illuminati. Yeah, you think that shit's fake? Look on the back of your dollar bill. How can you say he's guilty of something, but I don't know what, and then claim to being objective? The reason why is that I think that he's engaging in a lifestyle that indulges in a number of things that are borderline illegal. There's also actual, like, text messages that he had himself with other people talking about, like, you know, the more you don't want it, the more I do want it, and like a lot of like rape tendency type stuff. And then also there was the fact that he was removed from the Big Brother show in the UK originally, and they never showed why that happened at the time. But now, ever since he got put in jail, it came to light that he was actually because of another rape charge. Then also there were 7 different witnesses saying bad stuff about them. Apparently 2 or 3 of them are compromised, but that doesn't mean that all of them are. So you have that. Also, you have a text message of him saying that's how he launders his money. He literally said this in plain English. So, like, there's like 4 right there, right? So, like, where do you think the odds are that, like, all 4 of those aren't going to stick at all? I think it's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, seems like an evidence-rich environment. Yeah, it sure does. So that's why I say he's probably guilty of something. Yeah. No, I'm not saying that because I disagree with him. Don't be silly. He cares about money laundering? I don't care what happens in Romania at all. I don't live there. I'm just saying that he's guilty of a crime. I'm just making it... This isn't like my judgment on if money laundering is good or not. Yeah, but you agreed on his videos? Yeah, I've agreed on some of the things he said, absolutely. Yeah, I think Andrew Tate's the kind of guy that, you know, a good amount of things that he says, I agree with. I think they're good things to say. It's disappointing that it kind of gets fucked up with the other parts because it's like you have very good advice and then you also have very bad advice. I think that in general, like whenever you're talking about like Andrew Tate as a individual talking about how to live his life outside of the context of other people, just how to live your life, I think that his advice is very good. I do, however, think that almost all of his advice regarding women is bad. I think it's harmful. I don't like it. There are quite a few people who give good advice on some things but are wildly wrong on other things. That is so fucking true. Absolutely. There's a movie trailer of Andrew Tate. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? No, there's not. I'm not gonna watch this is way too long. Like, this is an 8-minute video. I'm not gonna watch an 8-minute fucking video. Get out of here. There's no way. It's not even real. It's just, bro, how is it that, like, I don't understand how, just watch 1 minute? No. I don't understand how Andrew Tate fans can do this, but somehow whenever K-pop fans do, by the way, the exact same thing, oh, now they're crazy. What's the difference between this and K-pop fan cams? Just because you're standing Tate and not Luna, I don't think that makes that big of a difference. Seems like a lot of the fucking same, man. Some real simp shit. You're wrong? Yeah, I don't think I am. Do you think his first podcast will break the internet? Absolutely. The thing is that if Andrew Tate gets away with this, this will prove the Matrix is real. It will prove that it was all a big ploy to hold him back. Like, it is unironically the Obi-Wan Kenobi, if you strike me down, I'll be more powerful than you can ever imagine. I actually think that's what's going to happen. So if they don't get him, this guy is going to... Yeah, he's not free? No, you're right. He's not free. But he's also not guilty. Wouldn't it prove the Matrix wrong because the Matrix should be all-powerful to take down someone like Tate? Well, eventually somebody breaks the conditioning, right? I mean, that's what happened. I mean, Neo broke out of the Matrix. Think about that. Yeah. And you know that that's how people are going to think about it. Yeah, you know. And I'm not saying this is what happened. I'm just saying it. This is how people are going to see it. Tate might be Trump's spirit. I think it's the same thing with Trump. I do. I think that this is my paranoid conspiracy Andy opinion about Trump getting arrested, okay? I think that they're trying to indict Trump to make him a martyr, to split the Republican Party between him and DeSantis. Because right now, Trump looks like a clown. But if you make Trump a victim and a martyr, everybody is going to side with him, and he's easier to beat than DeSantis. And I think they're doing it intentionally. If I was a Democrat, it would be in my best interest to do this. Everybody loves a martyr. That's what I think. Tinfoil hat theory? It's definitely a tinfoil hat theory. Absolutely. But I think it will work in their favor. Because it'll split the vote. No, he would have won 2024 elections? No, I don't think Trump has any chance of winning. I really don't. I don't think he has any chance of winning the actual general election. No, Biden has zero chance? Nah, I totally disagree. I think people will vote for Biden again instantaneously. Think about it like this, okay? And I understand you're not gonna like to hear this. Nope, I'm gonna just lay it out, and you can disagree if you want. I think that people vote based off of how things are versus how they were whenever the president took office. I actually think that it's that simple-minded. And the truth is that since Biden took over, COVID went away. People are going to think that Biden solved COVID. So guess what that means? That means they're going to vote for Biden again. That's what I think. Inflation, though? People are too stupid to understand inflation. Inflation affects people on such an abstract level that they can't understand inflation in a short term in the same way that they can understand having to wear a mask. Hard to disagree? Okay. All right. All right. Kai's going to kick. How do you know that? That's pessimistic. Go outside, please. I would urge you to do the same. Go outside and have a conversation with somebody for just a little while. And you will learn how fucking dumb people are. I agree with your takes. The price of gas, rent, and food, pretty easy for people to understand. People are feeling it. I do think that if the price of things gets really, really high, I don't think it's high enough now for people to complain about it and not vote for the president again, though. I don't think so. I think it's getting there, but it's not there yet. They already are? No, it's not. It would have to get worse. It's high as fuck. It is. Absolutely. Would it be okay to do a poll to test your theory? Do you think chat's a different sample than the general election? I think the general election is completely different. I love how, like, people think that I'm wrong about this. How can you possibly think that I'm wrong after you watch the TikTok hearings? Do you really think that we don't have the capacity to elect morons? That seems like the only thing that we're able to do. So all I did is I presented a matrix that people use to vote for morons. And guess what? It's a stupid matrix. Why? Because the people that are using it are stupid. I don't know what to say. Again, like, everybody thinks that, like, oh, well, you know, that's no. People are going to be able to think past this. No, they're not. No, they're not. Absolutely not.